What's up, y'all? What's up, man? As you can tell by the title of this video, I got fired from my corporate job last week, bro. It finally happened, bro. Finally got fired from my corporate job, bro. I'm not even gonna lie, it was my fault. It was my fault, bro. Like, when I tell you I checked out the past 3 months of working at that job, I've been on autopilot, bro. It's like I'm not even there no more. It's like this a little section of my brain that shows up to work for me, does the work, and then leaves, and I'm not even there, bro. Working corporate is hard, man. Working corporate is so hard, bro. You work 8 hours a day. If you work remote, 9 times out of 10, you're in your house, in your pajamas, doing work you don't care about, still trying to do other everyday shit in between your job, like make sure your kids are straight, pay your bills, get the car fixed, yada, yada, yada. Go to these meetings and perform, bro. Put on a fucking show every fucking day. Saying words that I don't even use in normal conversations, but I feel the need to say them because I'm performing for corporate, bro. It's just draining, bro. And then if you like try to perform and try to grow and put your best foot forward, and maybe I'm actually going to drink the Kool-Aid this time, and I'm actually going to try to be the employee they want me to be, the only thing they're going to do is reward you with more work and or just lay you off. It's like there really is no job security. And if you do choose to go that route and say, I want to actually build my career, we're going to have to perform even more and play this so-called corporate game, bro. Like, it's just like, why do we have to do this, man? Like, it's not normal. It's, you can feel it in your nervous system. This is not how humans are designed, bro. And I mean, you can look at my face, bro. Like, my face is kind of poofy. I've been drinking more alcohol lately, stressed out. It's like, dude, like, is it worth it? Being able to say I have a corporate job, I make a decent salary, I can pay my bills, is it worth your mental health and your overall physical health, bro? Is it really worth it? I mean, I would rather at this point be looked at as a failure than just screw over the next 10, 20 years of my life and stress myself out to the point that my health crashes, bro. It's like, it's not adding up, man. It's like they just get you trapped, bro. It's like ever since you got out of college, they've been working on this narrative to keep you trapped, to keep me trapped, because that's what it's done, bro. It's caught me trapped, man. Like, I never really wanted to work corporate. I just was told I needed to do it. I needed to get a degree. I needed to make sure I can pay my bills. The economy is bad, yada, yada, yada. This is the safest route. And that's exactly what happens when you take the safest route, bro. You end up stuck. You end up in a bad position. But yeah, man, I got fired from my corporate job. Honestly, it was my fault. I feel like I just checked out. I stopped performing. I stopped faking it. I stopped, just doing stuff that didn't feel natural to me, bro. I just could not keep doing it. And obviously, I'm working at one of the top tech companies. My manager is going to find out. My manager can sense it. She can tell in the meetings when I'm not, I guess, fully involved or whatever. And yeah, man, they just let me go. And I'm not even mad about it, bro. I've actually been dreaming and fantasizing about leaving that job for so many years, bro. Leaving corporate. Now it's finally happened. It's just scary, bro, because once you leave corporate, you're now in that abyss of uncertainty, fear, anxiety, being, it's just hard, man. It's just hard. And it's like, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. You work the corporate job, you have that job, you hate it, it sucks. You leave the corporate job, you're looking for another job, you're broke, you hate it, it sucks. So it's like, either way, you're in a lose-lose scenario, bro. It's like, man, it sucks. And it's like so many Americans going through this, bro. Like, if you scroll on TikTok, if you go through YouTube, you see video on top of video on top of video of people saying the same thing. They hate working their corporate 9 to 5. Their corporate 9 to 5 is sucking the soul out of them. They're tired of performing. Everything is fake. They're not making enough money. You know, they have anxiety and depression from working corporate. All these negative things that people are saying. They feel like they're a corporate prisoner. Everything their manager says is BS. You know, like, you just hear all this stuff, and yet we are powerless against it. It seems like it feels like we are completely powerless against this system and the way our workforce is set up right now, bro. It's like, if we all are saying this one thing is soul sucking and it's taking time away from our family, it's ruining our health, it's causing us all these negative things, and we can't break away from it, we're powerless, man. It feels like we're completely powerless here. But it's like, I feel like my nervous system and my body just got to the point to where it was like, yo, like, I can't even take it anymore, bro. It's like, I can't take it. Like, it just checked out, bro. I just stopped performing, bro. I just stopped performing. I can't even believe I did it, bro. It was like, I was really lost. I'll tell you actually what happened, bro. So I actually ended up getting a new job at one of the top tech companies out there. If you work tech sales, anything like that, you've definitely heard of this company. I got hired as a customer success associate. It's like below customer success manager, but it was a pretty big company, so I'm making pretty decent money working remote from home, right? So I'm excited at this point. I'm like, that, like, this is a great company. I'm gonna put it on my resume. I can always just leave, get another job, yada yada yada. So I really go in there putting my best foot forward, bro. I even went out of my way to go get like one of those remote working community places where you can go and co-work amongst people, so you can kind of stay productive or whatever they want to call it. And yeah, bro, I did that, bro. I put my best foot forward. Get in there 3 months, bro. Like, their whole training system is just out of whack, bro. They got some dude who's only been there for 6 months trying to train me and 3 other new hires. So no kind of like onboarding new hire team, nothing like that. Just, you know, the basic, this is the company, here are our values, and then like the next week they just put us with this guy who's only been there for 6 months. So off the rip, bro, I'm struggling because this dude is limited on his knowledge. And, I mean, and he's also trying to do his job that he just got hired 6 months to do while training 3 other people. So I'm already at a disadvantage, bro. It's one of those companies where they just expect me to pick up all their slack, give us more suggestions about how we can make the training better, instead of having this stuff already set up, bro. So it's like, I'm stressing myself out, trying to do my best, performing, draining myself, bro. 3 months down the line, I get fully into the role, bro. They switched the whole role over. The role that I was hired to do, they're no longer doing that. They're moving to a whole commission-based structure and all this stuff. It's like, dude, like, it's just so much, bro. It's just so much BS that I do not care about. Mind you, I'm working in customer success, so I'm literally taking on the problems of you know, multi-million dollar, not, I wouldn't say million dollar companies, bro. People who make millions of dollars. They spend upwards of 50 to 100K with my company I was working at. So these people are spending money, bro. Like, this isn't any BS. And you know, this, you know, software, how it is in tech, there's always an issue, bro. So I'm having to work with, you know, 50, 60 plus accounts, handling all these issues about stuff I don't care about. Meanwhile, I'm not properly getting trained. It's draining the fuck out of me. I'm constantly on my computer all day, bro, trying to figure shit out with no help. It was just a nightmare, bro. I got checked out, and then my manager had the nerve, because everybody is so busy, everybody is so overwhelmed, bro. My manager had the nerve to tell me that, hey, look, maybe you should like go check and try to find things on your own before you ask me any questions. It's like, yeah, I understand that, but it's like, bro, like, I'm new. I'm not trying to like bog you down. I'm really just trying to do my job better. And now you're creating a weird dynamic, bro. And it's like, from there it just all went downhill, bro. It just all went downhill, bro. It's like, this corporate stuff doesn't work for me, bro. Mind you, this is my, let me see. So I started off working at 1, 2, 3, 4. This is my 4th corporate job in probably the past 5 years. So yeah, this is crazy, bro. Like, I just can't do it no more, man. Obviously, corporate is not cut out for me, and it's like, I don't care if I end up and I can't pay my rent. At least I have my dignity, bro. At least I have my mental health, bro. It's like, I'm tired of being scared of losing a corporate job that I hate, bro. Do you see how backwards that is? It's like Stockholm syndrome. The thing that I don't want to do, the thing that I hate, the thing that drains the life out of me, the thing that I'm scared to do every Sunday and have to go back to, I'm scared to lose it too. Look how crazy that is, bro. Like, it is so sad, bro. Like, working in this world and living in the United States right now, bro. Like, you guys don't understand. And then, mind you, like, we're not even getting paid much money. A lot of us, I'm 32 years old. This would probably be the time where I should probably start, you know, settling into buying a house. Can't even do it, bro. Housing market, it's crazy. It's like, I don't know, man. It's one of those things where it's like, what can we do to stop this, bro? If everybody hates their job, if everybody feels like they're performing and they're fake and they can't be their true self at work, right? If everybody feels like they're not able to actually reach their goals and their dreams because of these jobs, and like, why do we continue to do them? It can't be because we're afraid to lose the house or the mortgage or be short on our bills, because I feel like people literally go to prison and go to jail and their family still loves them and looks at them like they're great people, even if while they're in prison locked up. But you, who is free, didn't do anything wrong other than maybe get laid off from your corporate job, feel like you're it's the end of the world. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand that dynamic. It's like, I'm not trying to say going to prison is okay and that, like, obviously, yeah, that person's life is going to have consequences because of that and his family, but it's like, you see it all the time, bro. People will hold down dudes in prison. People will, when they get out of prison, everybody's happy, everybody's good. But when somebody loses their 9 to 5, when someone loses their job, their regular job, they can't pay their bills for their family, they just get looked at like the worst. Like, it feels like they just get looked at as like the worst person. I'm not sure how you guys would perceive it, but as a man with a wife and kids, bro, that feels like, you know, one of my worst nightmares is just not being able to pay the rent and provide for my family. It seems almost worse than going to jail at this point. It's like, dang, because it's a direct hit on who you are as a man, and, you know, how you feel about yourself, your self-confidence, you know, not being able to pay those bills, that you're literally willing to put up with the corporate job that you hate. You're literally willing to stay there and be around people you don't want to be around, get mistreated, go through these stupid routines and rituals that make no sense at all. You're willing to do that stuff rather than just be looked at as somebody who failed, you know? And I think that's what I'm doing right now, bro, is I think I'm starting to see that it might just be better to be somebody who failed than to continue to go to a corporate job or a 9 to 5 that's sucking the soul out of me, bro. It might just be better to just be somebody who failed at this point, man. Because it's like, what do you get out of succeeding or climbing the corporate ladder? Nothing. You just get more work and less freedom. That's all you get. But I'm so concerned about keeping that direct deposit. I'm so scared to lose that money. But yeah, I'm willing to just throw away my 30s, my 20s, and do something I don't want to do. It's like it's backwards, bro. I really don't know what to do about this one, man. This one has me in a bind, bro. Because obviously, when you lose your corporate job, your first reaction is straight up fear, anxiety, depression. How am I going to pay the bills? What is my family going to think? You know what I'm saying? What are my kids going to think? But I think this time, bro, I'm going to just take it one day at a time. I'm going to take it slow, because I've been in that position before. I lost my job, I got laid off, was making good money, knew I needed something pretty fast to be able to keep up with my family's lifestyle, and was just stressed the hell out. And I ended up getting another job. That paid more money, and the cycle just happened again. Got to that job, tried to do my best, burned myself out, got drained, and then eventually left the job again for the same cycle to just repeat. And it's like, I'm 32 years old, so it's like, how long can this cycle continue? You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta get off of this boat. Eventually, I'm going to be at a point to where, you know, it's not working no more. You know, getting these corporate jobs and then getting, you know, on a PIP or getting laid off or something and having to look again, bro. Like, I just feel like you can't keep doing this. Like, you can only do this for so long. And like I was saying earlier, man, I'm just kind of envious of all the people from the past who was able to hold on to a job for 5-10 years, bro. Like, those days are gone, man. So it's just crazy, bro. After you lose your 9-to-5 corporate job and you know there is going to be an end to your direct deposit and you don't know how you're going to continue the flow of income for you and your family, that's a really scary situation to be in, bro. It is, I'm not going to lie, but it's just a situation I'm going to have to endure. I feel like there's no point in me panicking, going on LinkedIn, applying for jobs, hoping I get an interview, lying in their face, faking, getting the job, just to go right back to performing, faking who I am, and hating my job. It seems crazy, bro, but it's like, I'm just gonna have to be a failure, bro. I'm just gonna have to be a failure in the world's eyes, you feel me? Because for me, how I feel, and I always look through I look at myself through God's eyes, and I know through God's eyes I'm not a failure. I know through God's eyes I'm loved. I know through God's eyes I have the same power and access to him as Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? So there's no reason for me to fear. There's no reason for me to look down upon myself. But damn, bro, like the world, though. The world, bro. Bro, the world is going to look down on me, bro. My parents are going to be concerned. My wife is going to be worried. My kids are going to be asking me questions. I'm going to have to deal with all this external pressure while trying to maintain a steady, strong, steadfast faith in the power of God, bro. While all this stuff around me is just coming against me. My faith is constantly being tested because of this, bro. It's one of the most difficult things that I feel like human beings have to go through, but it's like we have to go through it, bro. I know right now, if I really put my best foot forward, I could probably go on LinkedIn. I could probably hire someone to make my resume look immaculate. Because like I said, I just left one of the top tech companies in the world. Doing some pretty good work for them, not gonna lie. Could throw that on my resume. I could apply for jobs on LinkedIn. Recruiters are going to reach out to me, bro. My LinkedIn is always full of recruiters. Like every month, I have at least 1 or 2 recruiters offering me a job because my resume is not bad, bro. I have a good resume. So I could get a recruiter to hit me up. I could go through the screening process. I could go through the interview rounds. I could land the job, bro. And I am very confident that I will end up right back in the same situation, bro. Burned out, tired of performing, income capped, working below the cost of living, bro. While inflation steadily rises, bro. Gas prices are ridiculous right now. It's like, and mind you, this is the route that people have prepared me for my whole life, bro. My loved ones, my mom, my dad, my teachers, people around me, bro, told me to do this. And then now that I'm here, it's not working at all, and there's no one around to help. It's crazy, bro. It's like your teachers, your parents, your whole community built up everything for you to be able to go this route. Go to high school, make good grades, go to college, get a degree, find a good job, work that corporate 9-to-5. Everyone around you helped you get there. Your teachers, bro, your pastor probably. your love, everybody helped you get there, bro. And then now that it doesn't work, bro, no one has an answer. You can't call your teacher. You can't call your pastor. You can't call your parents. You can't call your community. No one's here to help. And it's like, damn, bro, y'all literally spent all your time telling me to do this thing, and then now that it doesn't work, you have nothing to fucking say? Doesn't make any sense, bro. And now we're just left here to figure it out. And that's why you see all these people on TikTok. That's why you see all these people on YouTube. That's why you see all these people talking and ranting about how they hate their 9 to 5 and they want to quit. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Like, I don't understand why we have to go through this as a society, bro. I don't understand why we have to go through this as a society, dog. It's so hard. It's so hard, bro. And we're all going through this shit together, bro. We're all going through this shit together, which makes it easier. It makes it easier knowing that you're not the only person who's sitting at that 9 to 5, going in that pointless meeting, trying to ask themselves, how the fuck did I get here in this life? You know, you're not the only person working that 9 to 5 on LinkedIn right now trying to find another job. You're not the only person who's working in sales and they're drained out, they're tired, they know they're not going to hit their quota next month and they're ready to fucking off themselves, bro. You're not the only person, bro. We're all going through this shit, bro. And it's like, I don't know what we have to do together, but we got to get through this shit, bro. Like, we have to find a different way, bro. Like, it's just not working. It's not working for me. It's not working for you. It's not working for most people, bro. It's just not working. And so that's why I made this video, bro, just to like put more of this kind of rhetoric out there, bro, because I feel like there's not enough people talking about how, you know, working the corporate 9 to 5 that looks good on paper, it's just not working for their life, bro. It's not, it doesn't feel human, bro. First of all, being on Zoom and interacting through people through a camera is not human, bro. And we do it all day, every day. It's like, dude, like, and we're expected not to say anything about it. We're expected not to talk about how it's negatively, you know, impacting our lives, bro. No one talks about it. So I'm putting it out there, bro. I'm putting it out there how corporate has pretty much ruined my life, bro. I used to be in great shape. Now granted, I'm not saying that corporate did that. That's my fault. I know I can control myself, but it's like, because of what I was doing, working all day, doing something I hate doing, bro, it resulted in me like smoking tons of weed, eating a whole bunch of junk food, eating a whole bunch of unhealthy food, eating out all the time, bro. And it's like, now I'm probably about, what, 40 pounds, 50 pounds overweight right now. Bro, it's like, now I have to like get right back from where I was and start over again, which I'm not mad about, but it's like, this corporate is not helping me, bro. It's not. The only thing it's doing for me is giving me that direct deposit, which obviously it's good because, you know, my family needs it. But I think at a certain point, if something is ruining your mental health, if something is weighing you down, if something feels like it's negatively impacting your life, you gotta let it go, bro. You gotta let it go, even if the direct deposits are coming in, even if, you know, everything seems fine, all the bills are paid. If you're not okay, if the person is not okay, you gotta let it go, man. And I'll tell you right now, bro, I am not okay, bro. I have been drinking way more often. I don't know what it is, but it's like, it's just this pressure now. And I feel like maybe I'm not the only one that feels it, but it's like, whenever you wake up in the morning, bro, it's like just like, it's almost like a school bell goes off and it's like, it's time to go, bro. Like, every day, which I'm not, like I said, I'm not knocking working. I'm not knocking doing this stuff. I'm just saying, like, if you're doing that and you're doing something you hate doing, something that's draining you, you have to perform, you're around toxic people, bro, like, it gets to the point to where you check out. you check out and you're really no longer even there anymore, bro. I tried so hard to maintain the corporate lifestyle and do the 9 to 5, bro. I just can't perform anymore. I have totally checked out. I'm tired of laughing at jokes that aren't funny, bro. I'm tired of asking people questions I don't care about because I wanted to make it myself appear to be more friendly. It's just all fake. It's not real. And like I said, man, at a certain point, you just can't do it anymore, man. You just can't do it.